Come say hi. Come say hi. Come here. Come here. You say hi. You brush your hair. Isla, you brush. Okay, guys. So, I was trying to edit this video last night. Girl, you better stay in here. And I accidentally deleted our intro, so Shy won't be in the Shy won't be in this video. Let me just answer these questions and then we will skip on to the original video. Okay, so what was Isla's name going to be originally? We had a few. So for a girl, here you go, baby. For a girl, she was going to be Baylor or Braylee. And I really think that's it. And for a boy, we liked Kingsley. And what else? We liked Kai. I think that might be it. Go girl. Get it, girl. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Go, 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 Isla. Go, 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 Isla. Go, go. Okay, but anyway. Found out though, she was a girl when I was 14 weeks pregnant, so we pretty much had her name since then. Who were you most scared to tell and why I was pregnant? Definitely my parents. You can't come up here. You can't do it. They're a little scary. I was more scared to tell my dad, even though he reacted better than my mom. So yeah. Yeah, okay, now I think I have the rest of the actual Q&A video.
Okay, so, like when our friends are like 25, 26, 30 having kids, you know what I'm saying, and their kids, my daughter's gonna be like 10 years old by the time that they have their kids. So
well, actually all our friends have kids, so.
A couple of our friends have kids right now, but I'm saying like they're gonna get to be the older like role models. You know, Isla's gonna be like a role model basically, so that's what I like about it, for real. I don't really care for nothing else.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be a young dad.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. Thank you, parents. Love the first video. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
How did you and your boyfriend meet?
4th grade.
Elementary? Yeah, probably on the playground.
No, it was definitely in class, but
I
we
don't
didn't even
remember.
have the same class. I just remember she was dating Logan at the time. She was dating Logan at the time, and me and Logan were friends, so he like kind of introduced us, but it was just like, and we dated a couple times in elementary and in middle school.
Yeah, we used to call each other like every night.
No, low key, like we weren't even dating. We were just hella like close, and in like 5th grade, we literally used to call and talk to each other on the phone for like hours at a time. Like
so
it was actually pretty, like it was pretty dope.
Okay.
Like thinking back on that, and now we're together. Like that's so crazy.
What gender do you hope for your next pregnancy?
Probably a boy.
What? You changed up.
No. Was it? What do you think it's gonna be, or
no,
what do you hope it is?
What do you hope for your next pregnancy?
I want to be a girl dad for sure.
Yeah, you want 100%. To be a girl dad, but
I don't even want a boy honestly. But it'd be, I don't know. My views change every day.
Literally. I would like. I mean, no preference, but
She wants a boy.
Well, just because I have a girl, you know, and so it'd be cool to have like one of each.
Maybe.
Do you plan on having more kids? Yeah. Yeah, so...
I don't. She does.
We do. So, yes, we do want more kids. At least one more, and then we were considering talking about adoption later in life.
Maybe.
He changes his answer probably every day, so...
Yeah, for sure.
How many kids do you want?
1.
2 of my own, and then adopting.
No, we never talked about that on...
Or I'd be okay with 3. Okay, how did you decide on Isla's name? Well,
She found it on Pinterest.
Yeah, I found it on Pinterest.
And I was like, alright, cool, shit, I'll fuck with that, you know? Like, it was very original, so...
Yeah, I feel like I've never met anyone with that name, and it was just so pretty. What was your first thought when you found out you're pregnant?
That picture fell.
I know. So for me, I was terrified. Like I said in the last video, I had just gotten accepted to, I was accepted to college, and then I made the dance team, and I had all these plans, which is still possible, by the way, but yeah, so in that moment, I was just so scared, just terrified. I mean, I don't even really think, I don't know, I was just scared. You?
She was pregnant, I wasn't scared for real, I wasn't tripping.
Okay. What is your favorite boy name if you had a boy instead?
Kingsley.
No. I guess at the time, there's another boy name in mind that I love.
That she likes.
Okay, I'll tell you.
I like Diaz. Or Desmond.
I like Nazareth. I just love that name. Okay, switch, go. Will you be doing a nursery tour? Yeah, probably, maybe. If that's something you guys are interested. That brings up a good point. If you guys want to see videos or have like video ideas, just comment them. How has your life changed since having a baby?
I have to be really mature, you know, like, and control my emotions, and she's okay at that, but she can be a little rude, a lot rude at times, and she doesn't know, like, she really does not know she really does not know how to control her anger, for real. Like, I can be mad,
This is how has your life changed since having a baby? Not what is McKenna, what are her flaws? Okay, anyway.
Answering my phone a lot, because I wasn't very good about that. Like, my phone would kind of just die, and...
Always dead.
Yeah.
Okay, for me, yeah, obviously having to grow up, changing my plans a little bit. Yeah, growing up is really learning how to be a mom, and there's just, I don't know, there's like a lot you have to like do. There's just so much, I don't know, you just have to grow up.
I was about to say, it's really just growing up.
What were some struggles you had after Isla was born while living apart from each other?
Damn.
That's a good one. That's a really good one. Okay, so...
honestly,
I have something.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I would say mainly family was our main issue, like living apart from each other, because we love you guys. It's easier doing stuff together now, because
we're not separated.
We don't have all opinions coming in.
Basically that's really what it was. It was just like voices always, like now we can make decisions on our own, and it's not like we don't care what our parents say, but like
there was just a lot of influence there.
Yeah, for real.
And obviously there still is. We appreciate everyone's opinion, but it's just easier doing it together.
Because we
with
live,
each other.
Like we wake up together every day now, so it's like.
How did we come up with Isla's name and spelling? So Pinterest, and I just wanted to keep it original. I knew that some people would have kind of a hard time saying it, but I just wanted to keep it original.
Yeah, a lot of people say Isla or Isla, and I'm like,
heard
bro, really? Like, do you not, like, you know what I'm saying? You know how to spell island?
Can you tell us your experience being pregnant at that age? So public, it was like scary for me because I already look like I'm 5 years old. So going out in public was like harder for me.
Sorry.
Because I mean, obviously people stare. No one actually ever said anything to me when I was pregnant. Yeah, I always felt the need to hide it.
I feel like it's a lot more common.
So that was my main thing, was like going out in public and like with my belly and people just kind of looking at me. I was always, I don't know, that just made me nervous. I had a really good pregnancy because I always felt pretty good. So I had no issues there. Literally always felt like...
It was stressful though, just because we didn't live together. So like,
yeah.
I feel like she could have had a better pregnancy, honestly.
Yeah. There were different parts of it. Mm-hmm. Like with relationship-wise, family, being out in public, just being young in general. So yeah, pregnancy wasn't easy in that aspect, but like physically, it was good. Do you have thoughts about going back to school? P.S. Love your little fan. Thank you. And yes, I do. I want to be I want to go to school for radiology. That might change though, because it's changed a couple times. And I'm hoping to start in March. So, okay, were you on the pill / Okay, hold on. I'll answer that first.
No, honestly.
So I was not on the pill. I was like, actually, the pill was like making me crazy. So
I knew that.
Yeah, you did know that. I was in like transition to get on a different type of birth control. But so I went to the doctor, said I wanted to get on a different birth control, and they were like, okay, well, we're not gonna give it to you today, but come back when you start your period. And I never started my period, so if that tells you anything. Early symptoms / symptoms throughout pregnancy. Early symptoms, honestly, really like nothing. Like early, I had like a little bit of sickness. I never threw up. I was just like nauseous all the time. Well, actually just like in the morning and in the car. Symptoms throughout pregnancy, there's just so many. Like every week there's like a different symptom. For me though, it didn't really start until like my last few weeks of pregnancy. One of the things that hurt me really bad was I got carpal tunnel in my hands, and I had to wear braces on my hands at like 39 weeks pregnant because it hurt so bad, and I would wake up in just the worst pain.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was bad. Well, what was the biggest struggle for each of you during the pregnancy? You can go first.
Like I said, bro,
It's just so different.
Just being there, honestly. Like, I'm just so used to being free and just doing whatever, just
I mean,
doing
he
whatever
was
I want.
just turned 18, so
Yeah,
not
bro.
the most mature.
Nah, yeah, bro, just being there, honestly, like, it was never a problem being there. It was just, like, staying at her house for long periods of time, like, being around her family for so long. Like, don't get me wrong, I love her family, and, like, we've grown so much, for real, but, like, bro, I used to just not want to be over there.
Does Shai smoke around Isla?
Never.
No, I would not let
anything.
that happen.
Don't even smoke this around her.
I would, yeah. If you know me and if you hang out with me.
I was about to say, I barely even smoke like that anyway, for real. Like, I
Yeah.
smoke, I smoke on occasion, on weekends, before I go to sleep sometimes, but never in the house. I personally will not smoke around Isla ever.
Not even this, because if you know me or have been around me, you know I don't let like anything around her. So how has your sex life changed since Isla? Honestly, okay, we're getting really
It's
personal.
gotten better,
I feel
honestly.
like,
I don't know, for real. Like, she didn't even like me in the first couple of months of us dating. Like, she liked
That's
me,
not
but she didn't
true.
even want to hang out, bro. Like,
That's true.
on God, like, she did not want to hang out, bro. Like, I would
It's
literally,
not that.
I would
just,
literally
he's
call
my
her or
first,
text
like,
her.
boyfriend.
Everything, but I'm just saying, like, I would call her or text her or try to hang out with her or something, and she would be like, I have this to do or this and that, and I'm like, she was always making up excuses, so I literally, like, kind of had to, like, go after her for real, in order for us to get to where we are right now, like,
Yeah,
but
I
it's
feel
gotten
like
a lot
it's
better, for real.
Okay, how are you guys able to financially support yourselves throughout pregnancy? Well,
It was mainly her, honestly. Like, she was, bro, like, I was broke for real the whole pregnancy, honestly. Like,
I
bro,
think
couldn't
my
really
whole
keep.
pregnancy, I took maybe 7 days off of work.
Yeah.
And throughout the
she
whole
was working
thing.
her ass off for real. And I should
And
have
I
been
saved
way better about
everything.
that. But like we said, like, I was young. I had never really kept a job at that point, so it wasn't like that was new to me. Like, there was a lot of shit that I could have done better, which is why I said that her pregnancy could have been better, because I could have helped out a lot more. But now we're gravy. Like, we're making money. We're doing what we're supposed to do. So.
Where do you see yourselves in 5 years? I want another kid by 5 years for sure.
I want a crib before I have another kid.
Well,
I want
yeah.
a house. I want to build a house before I have another kid.
What was the weirdest experience you had with your body when pregnant? I don't know, just watching myself grow, really, is like the main thing. Like, and feeling like kicks in my stomach and watching this baby roll. I don't know, I think that's it. Having a baby together made you guys stronger as a couple or more difficult? Definitely stronger. Definitely stronger. We had to go through a lot of stuff to be where we are now,
Yeah.
but in the end, yeah, we've definitely gotten stronger. When is ZJ going to pop the question?
Never.
So, excuse me?
Girl, you better go to the camera. Say what you gonna say.
So I want to be at least 21 before I get engaged, and I want to be engaged for a year or two.
I'm the one who said I wanted to be engaged for at least a year, so that's where she's grabbing that from.
No, I've always said that.
But
My favorite thing, I don't know, just watching her grow. Like, she's so smart.
what they say?
Favorite thing about being a mom.
Uh-oh.
So watching her grow, like, she's literally so smart.
Yeah, she's smart as fuck for no reason.
So,
Bro, you all up in my shoulder space, bro. You was not.
what was your reaction when you saw the test was positive? Like I said, I literally collapsed.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, he didn't see it. But if I were to show you, slid down the counter and I cried. That is what happened. I just cried, honestly. The friend I was with, I was like, okay, you need to look at this and make sure that this says positive. Crazy stuff going in my head. Was having Isla painful? Were you nervous and did you feel comfortable in the hospital? I loved my experience at the hospital. We both had a pretty good time.
Yes.
I would say we both enjoyed our stay at the hospital. And having Isla was not painful.
Shout out Ruth.
She was the best. Yeah, they made my experience really good. I didn't feel like they made me feel young, you know, like they always talked to me like I was an adult, and like, yeah. And I had an epidural, so having her, I just didn't really feel it. And the whole time I was just laughing while I was pushing. I pushed for 3 hours and I was just like smiling the whole time.
Yeah, we have pictures and videos.
I just really liked my experience. Did you consider your options, or did you know that you were going to keep her from the moment you found out?
Yeah, like there was really no question about
Yeah,
it, honestly.
I don't know.
Like I told her it was her body, so it was her choice, you know what I'm saying? I would just support her.
Well, he's honestly...
Or whatever we did.
It was like
Whatever
a
she wanted to
movie.
do.
I'm not gonna go into full detail. He is the one who like said, okay, like we can do this, and I was like, yeah, we can. So yeah, I don't know. Honestly, there wasn't a lot of time to process. Like I figured out I was pregnant the next day. My mom walked in my room and was like, you're pregnant. So there was no time to think about anything. Yeah, okay. We'll see you in the next video.